As we all know by now, I love fragrance, love perfume, but I'm a huge fan, especially of independent perfume houses. They do not have to answer to, bigwigs, requesting all these crazy things from them, trying to fit into a certain budget. They can do what they want to do, let their artistic vision guide them. So as promised, here is my top 7 summer fragrances for 2020, but this time, this is Independent House Edition. Stick around. Hey, what's cracking YouTube? I'm Brandon. Welcome to DaVinci's Alchemyst, your blue-collar guide for drinking well and stinking pretty. Today, top 7 fragrances for 2020 summer, Independent House Edition. So, like I said, I'm really big into independent houses, especially now that there's a bunch that are kind of starting to come out and get a little bit more well-known, and I've been doing a whole lot of sampling of those independent perfumers, and I gotta tell you, I'm super, super impressed. So I wanted to get together my top 7 that I've already been wearing for the summer, as well as the ones I continue to plan on wearing for the summer. So here we are in the backyard. It's kind of a dismal day. It's, I don't know, I kind of feel like getting out of here. You guys wanna get out of here? Wanna go for a ride? Yeah, let's go for a ride. Yeah, I don't really have an ass. Well, there we go. It's a whole lot better, I think. Much nicer change of scenery. We're down here at Fort Vancouver. This is the location of old Fort Vancouver, and something that's been around for a very, very long time. I'll shoot some more pictures of the actual fort here in just a little bit. These are in no particular order, obviously, but this first one on my list, we'll get the first 2 knocked out of the way that are like the smaller travel size that I have, and that is Amora from Hendley. So Hendley is producing some really amazing stuff. I just recently missed out on a 30 ml bottle of a limited release called Bloodline. A little bummed out, but congratulations to all the people that actually got their hands on one of those. But the rest of his collection is friggin' gorgeous. This one especially, I was very surprised by what this brings to the table. It has this kind of nice dried, but at the same time fresh fruit appeal. It's not sticky, it's not overcloying. It kind of has a little bit of that sweet sour cherry, but it's not cherry. Berry, but it's not berry. It's a combination of all those things with resins, and it has a nice little light tobacco nuance to me, all kind of bedded down in this great, beautiful bed of musks. Highly suggest you check out Hendley Perfumes. I will link their website down in the description below. Again, number 1 on my list, Amora from Hendley. Aside from fragrances, one of my favorite loves in this world is whiskey and spirits and stuff like that, bourbon specifically. If you get into one of my favorite drinks, which is a mint julep, you get the bourbon, you get mint, you get sugar. Great beverage, especially for this time of year. So I decided on my next one, which is from Imaginary Authors, local talent, Portland, Oregon, and that is St. Julep. St. Julep brings some pretty amazing shit to the party. We get of course, the nice little hint of mint. It's not overpowering and crazy. You get this really great crystallized sugar appeal with this, as well as that kind of ozonic feel of ice cubes that have been in the freezer. Really amazing composition. Not sure how he does it, but another winner from Josh Meyer. That is St. Julep from Imaginary Authors, number 2. Next up on this list, number 3, is one of the newer ones to my collection. I've been wearing it quite a bit. This is Los Angeles from Gallivant Perfumes. This has a lot of amazing qualities going on. It brings that summertime fruity floral vibe. It's very fresh. I almost get an herbal sort of bend to it, almost minty, but not quite, like menthol-esque. And for me, this has a nice little waxy appeal to it, and it definitely, strangely enough, it almost kind of smells a little bit like cigarettes. Not, like that deep, rich tobacco, but more of the actual burning cigarette kind of back note. It's very far in the back. It's not overpowering and gross. It really just gives it this nice little surprising kind of a boost, a tinge that you're not really expecting. I've spent a good deal of time with this house lately, and I will be doing a house overview. Welcome to the couch, one of my episodes coming up in the future. Watch out for this brand if you haven't had a chance to check them out already. It is Gallivant, and this one particularly is Los Angeles. Check it out. Keeping in touch with that kind of fruity vibe, I'm gonna go into another imaginary authors. This will be number 4 on my list, and this is Yesterday's Haze, again from Imaginary Authors. 2 of my favorite notes in perfumery, bar none, fig and orris. Just a really great creamy sort of feel to it. There's some walnut notes in this that you can totally get. It's kind of like a milky sort of aspect. I know on the back, the notes are listed as fig, iris, cream, tonka, tree bark, walnut bitters, and orchard dust. Mysterious. But this nails down a really comforting fragrance, especially for the summertime. You don't necessarily always want something that's bright and in your face, super hyper citrus. This is a completely wonderful alternative to all those bright, fresh, beach time vibe fragrances. This just puts me in a nice little zen place. That fig and that orris, man, I'm friggin' loving it. It's a very tangible, textural fragrance. You can kind of feel the soft peaks of cream. I can't say enough good things about this. I think you should check it out for yourself. Go check out Imaginary Authors' website. I will link that below as well. All of these, actually, I will link down below so you guys can check them out for yourself to their websites. Yesterday's Haze, Imaginary Authors. Okay, now we're gonna get into another really great indie house. It's Gallagher Fragrances, and this one is amongst Waves. This has a lot of that really great coastal quality. It's pretty much one of the only, I should say, aquatics that I can actually get into. It has this nice melon, like a cantaloupe or a honeydew vibe. It's got some nice salty notes, some like that salty spray of the ocean air kind of kicking up into your face. It's slightly metallic, just enough to kind of make it bright, make it pop. There's a little bit of green from the patchouli in here, and as well as that apple note that's in the beginning. And I really love this. Discovered it last year. Totally enjoy it. Check it out if you get a chance. Amongst Waves by Gallagher. Okay, relatively new kid on the block. This is Ovation for Men by Sean Crenshaw. Now this has this nice leather and amber that builds this house that kind of showcases the vanilla and the cardamom, and it has almost kind of a slight saltwater kiss to it. Very slight, not in your face, kind of surprising and a little bit hidden. But it creates, I think, with some of the cashmere wood notes that are in this very creamy sort of texture. It does have some bright citrus with some bergamot and some lemon that brings it up and kind of pops a little bit. And the feel that I get from this is like pulling on a fresh cotton t-shirt. Provides that stability, that comfort, and that kind of confidence that you get when you put on a nice comfortable cotton t-shirt. Really been enjoying the hell out of this. If you guys haven't heard of Sean Crenshaw and this fragrance, I mean, I know it says Ovation for Men, but I feel like honestly some women could definitely pull this off. This is, to me, relatively unisex fragrance. If you're looking for comfort and confidence in a bottle, Ovation for Men. And as the final on this list, one of my favorite houses, one of the first indie houses that I ever was introduced to from the people over at Fumerie when I first started perusing their selection there, and that is Unsettled-Bruno Fazzolari. This is something that I've been in love with from first sniff. So originally I burnt through probably 4 or 5 samples that I've had of this through before I bought this full bottle. It's just stuff that I happen to get through subscription services or ones that I got in extras with some stuff that I ordered. Anyway, point being, creamy sandalwood and vanilla, black tea that kind of peeks around the corner and just says, hey, what's up? It's awesome. It's got a nice little salty pineapple. There is this feel to this particular fragrance that is all about white linen clothes, shirt, pants, flip-flops, lying around in the sun. And there is this kind of building block note, to me anyway, to my nose, of this reedy linen that really kind of centers everything around it. And it is the building block, the foundation for this fragrance. And it just creates this vibe, and it's summer. This is a summer vibe frag. I've worn this in the winter too. I don't necessarily follow rules, but that's just me. But I really highly suggest you guys check out Bruno Fazzolari, and definitely check out Unsettled. One of my favorites for the summer and for any other time for that matter. Well, that's it. That's it for my top 7 independent house fragrances. I hope you guys enjoyed the list. Thank you for sticking around until the end. I really appreciate your viewing, and appreciate any comments you want to leave down below. Hit that thumbs up if you guys enjoy this video. Do me a favor and subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. And do me the huge honor of taking care of yourselves, taking care of each other, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, no matter where you're going. Keep calm, stink pretty, and I'm gonna get on my bike and I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again.